It honestly feels like over at Instagram head office, they decided that 2022 was gonna be their year to test out a million new features and launch a ton of new updates because y'all, I just made a video like this a few months ago and there are already new Instagram features for me to update you on. Today, we're gonna be rounding up the best and worst new Instagram features of the past couple of months. And I'll be sharing my thoughts on how they might impact your content strategy. So make sure you stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie here on YouTube. I love to talk about all things Instagram strategy and online business, so hit subscribe if you haven't already. Sometimes I live in a van, sometimes I live in my 500 square foot apartment that's full of plants. Now that you're up to speed on who I am, let's talk about these new Instagram features, shall we? The first new feature on my list for today is actually a group of new features just released for Reels. We've got a trio here. We've got 90-second Reels, we've got interactive stickers for Reels, and we've got importing your own audio. This one is definitely on my best list because I'm excited about having some new functionality and different creative ways that you can approach making Reels. The only thing that would be better about this little collection of updates to Reels would be if Instagram could finally get their together and keep the Reels editor from glitching out half the time. Let me know in the comments if you have been personally victimized by the Reels editor. I know I have, because sometimes you can't save your videos, sometimes the timing gets off, sometimes when you post it, the text is now magically at a different timing than you set it to, so it's all very frustrating. At Adam Mossery, please, if you're watching this video, fix it. But I guess beggars can't be choosers, and I am actually pretty happy about these three new features, so let's talk about them. So the first big change is now you can make Reels up to 90 seconds in length. This is not surprising to me. We've kind of seen TikTok slowly increase their video length over time. When I first joined TikTok back in like the fall of 2019, I think it was actually maybe the summer of 2019. Trust me, my videos back then were very cringy, but I'm pretty sure you could only make 15-second videos back then. And over time, obviously, TikTok increased to 30 seconds, a minute, 3 minutes, and I think that now certain users have the ability to post up to 10-minute videos on TikTok. My secret conspiracy theory about this is that TikTok always planned to have longer form videos in order to be a YouTube competitor, but I really feel like they started out doing the shorter form videos because they knew they could get people used to it more that way. Like, think about it. If you would have joined TikTok 2 years ago and the first video you saw was 10 minutes long and you weren't interested in it, I feel like you probably wouldn't have got as invested in the app, right? But at the beginning, it was so easy to just scroll and see these highly engaging, exciting, short videos. It wasn't a big commitment, so we all got addicted, and now they're keeping us on their app longer by letting us post longer videos. Anyway, if you think I sound like a nut that should probably just move off the grid, then that is probably true. I probably should. Anyway, Reels is definitely a TikTok copy, like we all know that, so it doesn't surprise me at all that Reels is kind of moving in the direction of TikTok by slowly increasing the length of videos that you can make. What this means for your strategy, I think, is that you should experiment with some longer stuff. I know Reels is kind of known for like 7-second, really short, mostly visually based videos, but I really do think, in my own experience has shown me this with videos I've experimented with over the past few months, more talking to camera, more in-depth, adding value, that can perform well on Reels too. The only thing that you need to make sure of is if you're gonna make longer content, make sure that you've got a really great hook. You've got to keep people engaged throughout the whole video. And just a quick interruption of our regular programming to let you know that this video is sponsored by Renderforest. Renderforest is an all-in-one branding platform that allows you to create animations, website designs, logos, and product mockups all in one easy-to-use spot that lives on your web browser. In just a few clicks, I was able to create this beautiful logo animation for my business, Creatorly Media. Not only is Renderforest an awesome tool for creators, but it's also a great opportunity for monetization. The good people at Renderforest wanted me to let you know that they are officially launching their affiliate program, where you're going to be able to earn 35% commission on the product price by recommending Renderforest to your audience. It's perfect because Renderforest is full of awesome features that are super useful for not only content creators, but also small business owners who are working on developing their own marketing. So it's really easy to recommend and link to your audience, which can create a really great revenue stream for you. All you need to do is sign up to start using Renderforest for yourself today. You can use the link in my description, and you can become an affiliate right away by applying for the program. I think you'll find that it's a super useful tool for your own content, and you'll be excited to recommend it to your audience as well. So go ahead and sign up for Renderforest and start creating and start earning with their brand new affiliate program. The next Reels update, which is also on my best list, is importing your own audio. This is nice. It means that you don't just have to rely on Instagram's existing audio library or using audios from other users. I personally feel like the biggest use case of this is, well, if you are an independent musician, then you can, upload your own song. But I think for most of us, where it might come in handy is, let's just say you're like watching the Kardashians, and then like Kourtney says something really funny, and you're like, okay, I could lip sync to that and add some text that would be like perfect for my niche. Like I already have a joke in mind that would be perfect for that. What you can do is you can just quick either screen record it on your phone or record it out loud from your camera app. And then you'll be able to import that as an audio and then film your lip sync to it. I mean, if y'all have any other ideas of ways to use the importing your own audio thing, let me know in the comments, but I feel like that's gonna be the most useful part of it. Okay, and finally on Reels, we now have interactive stickers. So that means that you can use the same stickers we know and love on stories in your Reel. So stuff like the emoji slider, the poll. I don't know if the question box is available on Reels. I think it's quiz though. You can definitely use the quiz. This is just a nice way to kind of make your Reels a little bit more engaging. I'll be curious to see if people really start using it, because I do feel like stories is sort of a different place than Reels. Like you kind of know who the story's from, you feel like interacting with them, you want to message them. Whereas I feel like Reels is a little bit more of like passive entertainment or consumption. So we'll see if this becomes something popular or not, but it is interesting that Instagram's trying to make Reels more interactive. The next big feature that we've gotten from Instagram in the past few weeks is being able to pin content to the top of your grid. So again, similar to TikTok, you can pin 3 either Reels, feed posts, whatever's in your grid, to the top of your profile. This is a really great way to show off some of your best work to potential followers. I know the temptation for a lot of us is going to be pinning our top performing posts to the top of our profile, because it's like, oh yeah, look how many likes I got. Like, this is a really great post. And maybe there is some overlap there, but I actually think the main purpose of this is not showing off your viral hits, but instead pinning the type of content that's going to help people go from curious to hitting the follow button. I actually think a creative way to approach this would be to create, let's say, like a graphic carousel or even a reel where you're introducing yourself and you're giving a little bit of information about what kind of content you make and what people can find on your profile. Obviously, you'll have to post this to Reels or post this to your grid once, and your existing followers will kind of know it already, but then it can live on your profile as a little introduction for people that are new, and you can pin it to the top so they'll always be able to find it. I know we had similar functionality with highlights already, but I sort of feel like highlights are dying a little bit in that most of us use highlights as a way for us to look back on our own memories. Like, a lot of us aren't going to a new Instagram profile and tapping through the highlights. Like, I know if I find a new profile, I go to either their Reels feed or just their grid and kind of look through their most recent posts. So because of that, the feature of being able to pin content to the top of your grid, that's really consistent with the way I think people actually use Instagram when they find a new profile. So it could be an effective way for you to help convert new visitors to your profile to followers. In terms of our best and worst scale in this video, if this was Drag Race and we were rating looks, I would definitely give this one a toot and not a boot. So it's definitely on the best side of the scale. All right, speaking of boots, let's talk about some of the worst features that Instagram has been introducing over the past couple of months. Number 1 being NFTs. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, Adam, good old Adam, made a video introducing NFTs as basically a solution to the problem of how can creators make money? However, could Instagram creators make money? Oh, let's give them NFTs to sell, or let them sell their JPEGs as a NFT. Here's a solution for you, Instagram. revenue sharing. Take some of that $26 billion in revenue that you made in 2021 and give it to the creators who bring people to your platform. It just really annoyed me that he kind of posed this as a like, oh, it's just so impossible for creators to make money online. That's why we have to give them this nonsense economy to participate in. That is so silly. Like, just look at YouTube. Like, I make money by posting these videos, ads run, YouTube gives me some of the money from the ads that play on my videos. TikTok also has a not as great but existent revenue sharing platform in the Creator Fund. Instagram could do the damn same thing, but no. Instead, they're like, let's all make silly ape JPEGs and sell them for invisible money. As you can probably tell by my tone, I just think NFTs in general are kind of dumb. I'm thinking about making an entire video about this, so let me know in the comments if you want to hear more, but I can basically summarize it in 3 main points. NFTs, by the way, require cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is bad for the environment. NFTs are kind of useless. Essentially, if you're purchasing an NFT, you're really just purchasing a receipt that says that you own this digital file that anybody can also see and have access to. And finally, cryptocurrency is not even really a currency. It's a speculative investment. It does not function as real money because the value is all over the dang place. For all these reasons, I think it's a complete waste of time and energy for Instagram to be introducing NFTs to the Instagram community. And I think ultimately it's going to be more harm than good because it's going to get more unsuspecting people into the essentially pyramid scheme that is cryptocurrency and NFTs and all that. So don't get sucked in by this. If you want to make money as a creator, there are lots of great ways that you can do that, including getting brand deals, signing up for affiliate programs, selling your own products that are actually valuable and have use to somebody. So yeah, just ignore this whole NFT circus, and I feel like that bubble is gonna pop on its own anyway. Yeah, only a few select creators have the ability to do whatever like nonsense NFT marketplace Instagram has set up. So it doesn't affect most of us anyway, but I had to rant about it. And the final update that is unfortunately over on my worst side of the list is their new feed views that they're testing. Okay, so I want to really emphasize here, this is just a test because I know a lot of people freaked out when this was first announced, which is why I kind of think ultimately they're not going to implement this. If you're not familiar, basically Instagram has been testing out making the home feed full screen, like vertical. So basically you would swipe through carousels and photos and all that stuff the same way that you do Reels, except for the problem is none of that content is currently vertical. Like, it's not 9:16, so there's a lot of like weird bars and stuff to like fill in the rest of the screen, and it just looks ugly. But here's the thing, so many people were talking about this as if it was like a permanent change, and so there was a lot of to do and like freaking out over in like the Instagram strategy world. But don't worry about it yet. They're just testing it, and I would guess based on all the negative feedback that they probably won't implement it in any, wide scale way. But in general though, this indicates to me that Instagram is doing everything they can to be a more immersive and engaging platform. Like, they obviously know that the format of swiping through vertical content is effective on TikTok and with their own feature Reels. They were also experimenting with like swiping through stories the same way rather than tapping through. So I think they're really just trying to figure out what can they do to make their app a more like cohesive experience and really lean into the things that people seem to like doing. But obviously people were not liking the ugly full screen home feed, so we'll see what happens with that. So those are all the really like important big features that Instagram has launched over the past couple of months. If you want to get up to date on all of the features that came before that so far this year, then check out this video that I made a couple of months ago. And let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments about any of these features, and I'll try my best to answer them. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having adventures and following your dreams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.